As we have some football to talk about, we have some basketball to talk about as well. Chris Stewart, happy November. Welcome back. Roll Tide.
Thank you. I'm working out my new NIL deal with either Uber or Lyft. I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with yet, but driving through and appreciate you working with me, buddy. How's everything?
Everything's good. And again, you're so busy now with both sports starting to overlap. You've got to be on the move for a conversation like this.
You're the last person that I will say anything about being busy to, considering you were on the air more than Jerry Lewis yesterday. It was a lengthy day for you, but hey, we love it. It was fun to see the men's and women's teams get started, and great to have success right here as football is rolling right along as well.
Yeah, let's stick with basketball for just a second. Again, the debut of Nate Oates and the Crimson Tide last night. What impressed you most in what you saw from this group that maybe was a little bit shorthanded going into the game, but man, this freshman class along with the returners, fun to watch.
Well, the returners, but the fact that the returners don't include Mark Sears or Grant Nelson, and yet uh, you still look like Alabama under Nate Oates. That's the thing, is one of the things to me that I'm not going to say you don't skip a beat, because that's not accurate. That's not fair, but um, they look extremely talented despite potentially three starters being out of that game last night. The three freshmen that we know are going to have to play a lot of minutes did so and looked really good. Amari Allen with a really solid stat line and the great hustle that we're accustomed to from Nate Oates' teams. Going to find him a lot of um, opportunities playing at that level. So, again, special to see him get that kind of start. And yeah, it was North Dakota, but up there last year, it didn't go as smoothly as it did last night. So thankful that they were able to execute at a high level in front of a good, enthusiastic crowd, and got to 1-0 before they head to the Big Apple.
Yeah, we're excited about everything coming up for Alabama, especially that game next week against Purdue coming up here in Tuscaloosa. But Chris, it's still football season. This Crimson Tide
Yeah,
football team, again, an open date this past week, but 7 wins in a row. Just what's your feeling on Kalen DeBoer and this group as they get ready for LSU?
yeah, and literally one of the reasons I'm in transit, I just came from practice and having a chance to see them work a little bit there. You can tell they're excited that it's game week. It's nice that it's going to be at home, even though Baton Rouge has been really kind to Alabama over the past several decades. But it is still better to be Saban Field and Bryant Denny Stadium for that game, and excited to see this team play at the level, or feel like they're going to continue to play at the level they have. A lot of fun with this group and the level at which they're executing. And you know, I will say they do appear to be very focused and locked in and ready to take on the Tigers. They've come through an incredible month that I thought was going to be very challenging, and it was. But they exceeded my expectations for what that month would look like production wise, and have put themselves right there in the thick of the national championship hunt once again, which obviously means that you've been in the mix for the SEC championship as well. So fun to see, and hopeful that that will continue on this week.
Chris, I feel like in the preseason we talked all about Alabama's depth on this football team, both on offense and defense. Do you like the fact that we're 8 games in, and that really has been the case? There have been so many different heroes over the last few weeks.
Yeah, no question. Look, we know that one of the reasons Bama didn't play well and win, frankly, against Florida State, is they were missing two big pieces of the puzzle in TK and Jam. Not that those guys are the only reason this team is better and the only reason this team is winning, but those were two glaring absences in that particular game against FSU. Uh, the growth and development of other guys with and around them, in addition to their continued play at a very high level, is the reason this squad is one of the favorites to win the whole thing now. And we just got to keep everybody upright, and we'll be fine. But it's really exciting to see how they've grown across the board. I think defensively, guys like Jan Pierre, coming in and becoming what he has for this team. We knew Jeremy Bernard was good, but to me, there's not a more valuable and better player in the country. And obviously, Ty being elite, Ty's gone from people wondering if he could be the guy throughout the course of the year at that position to now maybe being the first quarterback taken in the draft when the season ends. So incredible growth and development, but there are tons of other stories very, very similar to those. But those are just a few examples of why this team's in the position they're in.
Well, we know we can't wait for Saturday, Alabama against LSU. Also tomorrow, back at it for Hey Coach. I look forward to being back at Baumhower's. Coach DeBoer will be there in attendance. Always a good time to get us ready for the week.
Yeah, absolutely. We get a chance to talk about one of the other sports on campus. And as you and I are visiting, I'm not exactly sure who that's going to be there with us, but we do get a chance to cover the athletic department as a whole, but also obviously the hour with Coach DeBoer is something we really enjoy, and he'll bring a student athlete with him, and that's been one of the really neat things as you and I have discussed, not just with this coaching staff, but with the NIL era, where we're given an opportunity to get to know some of these incredible young men and women who represent the Crimson Tide, and you get to know them on a personal level. And man, they're such cool kids and great representatives of the program, the brand, the name, and the school that we care about so much.
Well, we look forward to it. Chris, all the best. Thank you for the time you've given us here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Give an extra tip to your Uber driver because great connection throughout the entire show. Very smooth. We really appreciate it. And we can't wait to see you in person coming up Saturday. Roll Tide.
And I've held off on partaking in the snacks that were provided as well. So that was good also. Appreciate you, buddy. Roll Tide.